Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be doing a collection update. I'm going to show you all my snakes and talk a little bit about the genetics behind them and yeah, just kind of show what I've got. So enjoy. Alright, first one up is a Argentine Boa, Max Pink boy. He's a year old. I got him this year to go with my Max Pink female, which you will see here in just a minute. So a couple years from now, I think she's probably got about 3 more years probably before she's ready. Maybe 2. I don't like it pushing too fast. This one here is a IMG Hypo Motley albino. So Sunglow Motley IMG. Great color. It's got a white tail, which is kind of cool. So that is just a gorgeous animal. Now he did lose an eye when he was born. He had an infection behind the eye, and you can treat it with terramycin, but sometimes you just can't save them. And I had a lot of eyes I couldn't save this year, so I'll just hang on to them. They'll be my pets. But yeah, that one's gorgeous. Alright, here's another one that's gorgeous. This is a Flamingo Sunglow IMG. So this guy's eyes are crazy colored. I've taken a ton of pictures of this guy. He's amazing. You can see how his tail's turning white too. But what color? Unbelievable. I hope to make some more of those next year. This is probably my favorite. This is a IMG Motley, and she is getting black. She is turning extremely black. You can see how her tail's almost solid black now. Her belly scales are black. So she should turn solid black, which that's going to be cool to have a giant solid black snake. Alright, here's the same thing but in albino form. You've got, you can see where she's just turning white. So all that is just turning white. Every time she sheds, she just gets a little bit more white. She has some really cool eyes too. I think the mother of this one is het anery, so I think some of these are het anery. I would say this one is het anery just by the color of the eyes. I'll find out someday. Anery's just floating around in my collection because my original male Motley he was het anery, so every Motley I have is possible het. So this is a Flamingo line Hypo IMG. So this is basically the exact same snake as this one, but in non-albino form. You can see how the reds really just kind of pop on this snake. So that's going to be a good looking animal. Alright, we just have a IMG albino, which again, towards the end of the tail, it's turning white. You can see all kinds of, he just doesn't operate. You can see how he's got all that white in between the saddles and his tail's turning white. So it should be interesting to see what that looks like. Here's just an albino, but it was born again, lost an eye. So I don't know. Keep him, give him away, who knows. It's got a lot of good color on that tail too. Here's another IMG Hypo. This one's a little darker than the last one. You can see on its head it's starting to turn darker. So that one should get pretty dark. This one here, I believe, is a Super Hypo IMG. It doesn't have a lot of black on it, but it's got those eyes, real dark eyes, so I'm not 100% sure it's IMG, but I'm leaning definitely yes. So I'll have to keep this one a while and see if that black starts coming out. But the hypo gene kind of works against the IMG gene, because hypo reduces the amount of black. Here is a really nice motley head albino, possible head stripe tail. Yep, just a good. Oh, let's get you back here. This is one I picked up from a buddy of mine. This is a hypo jungle blood female. She's a little on the small side, but she's gorgeous. Let's see if I can get a better picture of her. So that's my first blood. I'll have to get more. This is a one of my favorites too. This is a hypo motley IMG flamingo pastel. A lot going on there. She has really cool side patterns. That black is just really kind of coming through, especially on the belly. That is going to be interesting when she gets older, what parts will be black and what parts will not be black. Here's another one, same thing. This is a male. He's a little smaller. He had a regurging problem. First time I've ever had a boa have a regurging problem. And so he lost a lot of weight. Thought I was going to lose him. But he started taking really small mice now, keeping them down, so hopefully he's in the clear. We'll get him back up to weight. Another hypo motley flamingo IMG female, not as colorful as the first one, but still same genetics. Here is a really gorgeous flamingo sunglow. Also lost an eye, but man, the color on this thing is amazing. Amazing. So she'll stay right here. And here is a flamingo hypo motley, no IMG. It's got a nice striped tail. I love the I love the hypo motleys because of the striped tail, but for some reason people they don't really care for hypo motleys. They're really hard for me to move. But genetically they're great, because you breed a hypo motley to a normal, you're gonna get hypos, you're gonna get motleys. You're not gonna get any normals. So genetically they're awesome. There's another one. Alright, so now let's move on to the big ones. Well, no, let's start with the smaller ones. Give me just a second. Alright, so now let's look at some that are a couple years old that I'm raising up. First is going to be my Argentine female. She is doing great. So you can see she's still a couple years out. She's got a lot of pink on her. Let me see, I'm sure if I can get in the camera. She loves to eat. She loves to eat. Every time I walk by the cage, she's striking at the tub because she wants to eat. So, but yeah, she's a good snake. Can't wait to get some baby Argentines. They're amazing. Wouldn't mind getting a T positive as well. That'd be cool. Next one is a albino motley, and here I'll make sure. Albino motley, produced a couple years ago. She's possible het stripe, and you can see that she didn't do a very good job shedding, and that's why I had to build the humidifiers, because I started to have snakes that weren't shedding properly, and that's the first time ever. And I have that sensor over there, and I can see every time the air conditioner kicked on, the humidity dropped way low. So now I'm sitting at about 80%. So hopefully next time she sheds, it'll be good. But yeah, she's just a gorgeous animal. All right. All right, here's another one. It was really cool. This is an arabesque albino. She wants to eat or something. She's got a lot of pink in her. She's also possible het striped tail. So she's a couple years out too. But I love that arabesque look. Alright. Here is a snow motley that I produced a couple years ago. He's actually producing sperm plugs, so he is going to probably go in with a female this year. And I think he's ready. I think he's big enough. He's got some really cool eyes too. Alright, let's see who's next. Oh. Get back in. Get back in. This girl here is just a normal het for albino, but she came out so light and her tail is so red that I just had to keep her. I mean, and it's always good to have some normals in your collection. I wish I had some normal big females right now, but I don't. But hopefully she will produce some really colorful babies. Okay, this one is a hypo, just a hypo, but it's a flamingo hypo het albino. Just unbelievable color on this girl. She stood out from the start, so I had to hold her back. But I want to see some albinos out of this. The sun glows out of this are just going to be crazy colored. And a couple of her brothers too, so that they have the same genes. So I can start mixing it with some other jungle stuff. This one came out of a jungle litter, but she was really just dark, like really dark. So I thought, well, why not keep her to breed to like an IMG, because she's already dark. You can see how dark her tail is. It's almost black. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, is pair her with the IMG someday. Alright, here's a hypo het albino. That's it's the flamingo line hypo, and you can see the color on these guys are just really cool, and they have those circles in between the saddles that all the babies in this litter had. So even the normals had those circles, so I really like that. So I'm gonna try and reproduce that. So then his brother, same thing, flamingo line hypo. Same thing, circles in the middle of the saddles right there. These guys should be ready to breed next year. They're getting pretty big already. This girl here is a hypo, no, a ghost. Ghost, that's right. Ghost head albino, and you can see all the white through here. So she's basically an anery hypo, het for albino. I'm gonna breed her to that snow motley someday when she's big enough. All right. I've got a couple of rainbows. These guys are a little crazy, so I'm going to pick them up. But got some Brazilian rainbow boas. I'm going to be pairing them again this year. I produced some 2 years ago. Last year I didn't produce any. But yeah, hopefully I'll get some more this year. Alright, here's a hypo motley jungle female, and he is big enough to breed now. I just don't really have a female for him because everything I've got has got motley in it, you know, and you can't breed motley to motley. He's possible het for albino too, so I might use him. I've got an albino female over there I could throw into, but I'm going to put that in G with her probably. And Colombian rainbow boa. This one's het for Lucy. So we produced her a few years ago. And she's big enough now, so hopefully I'll get some Lucy boas. These guys are awesome. I love these. They get fat, but they don't get too long, and they're real easy keepers. They don't have shedding problems like the rainbow boas or the Brazilian rainbow boas. Oh, it's terrible. They're so hard to get to shed right. Here's one more. This is her mama. She's looking good. She's big and fat, so hoping she'll breed this year. And Daddy. So this is a Lucy Colombian rainbow boa. He's pretty cool. He has blue eyes, which is really just freaking cool. He's puppy dog tame. So I am going to throw him in with both those girls, and hopefully we'll get some Colombian rainbows this year. Okay, first one up is a jungle female that I produced a few years ago. She's just jungle. She's possibly het albino. She's actually just one that didn't sell, and so I kept her, which normally turns out to be the best ones. So she's only about 6.5 pounds, so she will not be breeding this year. You need to be at least 10 pounds and 4 years old. And I've got this girl. Oh, she wants to eat. This is a Pink Panther VPI female, and she is 10.5 pounds, 4 years old. So I will be pairing her with a Arabesque het VPI this year. That's going to be cool. I hope she takes. What's your head, girl? Get her head back in there. Okay, thank you. And I've been having them get out, so I had to build some locks. So it's just a piece of wire. Basically, it goes in, it turns, and it keeps this from opening. So it's better than buying those slide locks where you're always looking for the keys. I had those for a while, and those were annoying. This one, this is my Hypo Motley, Sunglow Motley Jungle female. She is only 7.5 pounds, so she is not quite ready to breed, so I will wait till next year. Hey girl, what are you doing? Oh. Not feeding you. No. She's awesome. Alright. That's an empty cage there. I'll probably be putting the rainbow boas in the bottom ones. Alright. Now, let's move on to the next one. It's my IMG. It's Flamingo line. IMG now. Let's see. You can see how dark he is. Yeah, not feeding. I know everybody wants to eat. Alright, so he did a great job for me last year. Proved to be het for albino, so that's a bonus. So I'll be pairing him again. I'm going to put him in with an albino female, just straight up albino. And then that way I can get Sunglows, Flamingo Sunglows, IMGs. Will be good. Alright. Here's another one. This one is an Arabesque. And she is het for albino and het for stripe tail. I think she's 2014 model. Picked her up in Tinley years ago. She bred once for me. And then last year she had a respiratory infection, so she got the year off, and then I battled that respiratory infection for 6 months on and off. Finally got it. It's gone. So and this is my big Motley females. I produced one in 2014. She had a litter last year, so I don't know. I'll breed her this year. Maybe if she's gets enough weight back and I have males ready to go like later or early in the year or something. But I'm definitely not pairing her right now. Alright. And my Arabesque, that is het for BPI. Let me see. Here, buddy. Yeah, so he's going to be going in with the he shed, didn't he? And he didn't get it off his head. Or is that just water? I think that's just water. So he's not the nicest snake, so alright, let's go up top. Now this girl's gonna strike at the glass, guaranteed. She loves to eat. She is a normal that's het for VPI. She's only about 6 pounds, but she's still young. But so I'll breed her next year, hopefully. Oh, she didn't strike. It's amazing. This big girl here is a Sunglow female I picked up. I rescued off Craigslist. She had rat bites all over her head. So her face is all kind of screwed up. Bred her last year. She had 26 Partho babies, all Sunglows. They all died. So she gets a year off. This girl, this is my Sunglow het Annery. She's a big girl. She weighs about 14 pounds. So bred her last year. She didn't take, so she didn't lose any weight. So we're gonna try it again this year. Hopefully, I might throw that snow motley in with her, and then I would have a lot of snow stuff. And this guy shed too. So it looks like they're getting good sheds now that the humidity is up. I picked him up in California from Arabesques and More. He'll get you too. It's pastel Aztec. I don't have a female to put with him this year either, I don't think. I really would like to produce some Aztec stuff. This is my Hypo Motley female that she produced 2 years ago. So she'll be going this year. Hopefully, I'll throw a fire male in with her. Oh man, this girl had a babies last year. That's her sister. She's in shed. Doing a terrible job with the camera today. This guy down here, he's albino male het stripe tail. So he'll be going in with the Arabesque most likely. We've got this big, or not big, it's jungle male. It's fully striped, head to tail. And yeah, I don't know if I have a female for him this year. This girl, I'm going to throw the IMG in with her. I've had her for years. She's produced 2 or 3 good litters for me. So, and last one is my Motley female. She also had a litter this year. She'll be getting the year off too. So that's the collection update. Yeah, everything has been going real well in the snake shop. It's been keeping temperatures real good. So I'm really liking it. I have had a few of the snakes get out, so that's why I put those locks on there. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Like I said, I'll be doing another video pairing the snakes for the season. Might be today. I don't know if I have time, but hopefully I'll be doing some update videos throughout the season if I get a little bit more time from work. And I might be doing a Q&A some night too, the live stream. So if you want to see that, just give this video a thumbs up. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.